Tampa, Florida, erupted in cheers that were almost impossible to describe in words as BTS officially opened the ARIRANG World Tour 2026 at Raymond James Stadium. Yet amid the grandeur of the stage production, the roar of fireworks, and the sea of purple light sticks filling the stands, one figure became the center of attention that night: Taehyung. From the moment his face first appeared on the giant LED screen, the stadium seemed to shake from the screams of thousands of ARMY who had long awaited this moment. The opening night of the World Tour was not only about BTS returning to the grand stage, but also about how Taehyung displayed his charm as a true musician performing with all his heart. Since early morning, the area around the stadium had already been crowded with fans from various countries. Many arrived wearing purple-themed outfits, carrying banners featuring Taehyung, and holding light sticks that continued glowing even before the gates opened. The excitement of ARMY in Tampa felt different. They knew they were witnessing the beginning of a new chapter for BTS. And more than that, they wanted to see firsthand how Taehyung would stand once again on a major stage after a long wait. When the stadium lights went out and the intro music began to thunder, the atmosphere instantly shifted into one of intense anticipation. Red lights covered the stage, smoke effects slowly rose into the air, and then the main screen revealed the silhouettes of the BTS members. When the camera focused on Taehyung standing tall with his signature gaze, the crowd's screams surged so loudly they nearly drowned out the opening music. Many fans admitted they got chills at his appearance. Taehyung carried an aura that was calm yet powerful, as if he had taken command of the entire stadium with a single step forward. Taehyung's performance that night became one of the biggest highlights of the opening concert. He wore a black leather jacket accented with red patterns and jeans with elegant detailing, showcasing a style that was both classic and modern. The long jacket, shimmering under the lights, moved with every step he took beneath the red and purple spotlights, creating a dramatic visual. Every small movement looked refined, controlled, and radiated a natural charisma that is difficult for anyone to imitate. As soon as the first song began, Taehyung immediately showed why he is always regarded as a special performer. His baritone voice sounded warm, rich, and steady as it filled the massive stadium. The low notes that have become his trademark sounded even stronger on the live stage. Many ARMY recorded the moment and shared it across social media, praising the quality of his vocals, which remained flawless despite performing amid intense choreography and grand production. What made Taehyung's performance feel extraordinary was not only his vocals. He possesses a rare ability to make a gigantic stage feel intimate. As he walked to the end of the catwalk and looked directly toward the stands, thousands of fans felt as though they were interacting personally with him. A subtle smile, a sharp glance, and even a simple wave of the hand were enough to make the stadium erupt again and again throughout the night. ARMY in Tampa truly showed their immense love for Taehyung. Every time his name was shouted, the voices of the audience merged like a giant wave filling the entire stadium. Many fans carried special slogans expressing support for him, while others prepared fan projects featuring a sea of colors that appeared when Taehyung's solo segment began. It became one of the most beautiful scenes of the night, as thousands of lights moved in unison with the music while Taehyung's sweet voice flowed through the Florida air. When the concert entered a more emotional song segment, Taehyung's artistic side shone even brighter. He performed with deep feeling, as though telling a story to every audience member. Close-up shots on the main screen captured the depth of his facial expressions, leaving many ARMY unable to hold back their emotions. Quite a few were seen crying while still singing along. Taehyung truly has a unique way of conveying emotion on stage. He does not need excessive movement. He simply stands, sings, and looks at the audience, and the entire atmosphere changes instantly. On the other hand, when faster tempo songs played, Taehyung was also incredibly energetic. He moved sharply through the choreography with high precision, showing remarkable stamina throughout the concert. His steps were confident, transitions between movements were clean, and his stage expressions were always alive. He looked like he enjoyed every second of the performance, laughing with the other members, jogging lightly across the stage. and occasionally teasing the camera with spontaneous poses that instantly went viral online. Social media exploded just minutes after the concert began. Taehyung's name and various keywords related to his performance immediately entered the global trending charts. Short clips of his intro appearance, snippets of his live vocals, and moments when he smiled toward the camera spread widely across different platforms. Many netizens called that night one of Taehyung's best versions on stage. Others praised how he appeared increasingly mature as an artist, with a powerful combination of visuals, voice, and confidence. One of the most talked about moments occurred when Taehyung stood center stage with fireworks exploding behind him. Golden light illuminated the stadium sky as he sang a crucial part of the song with a calm expression. The image was instantly described as something out of a blockbuster movie. Many fans called it a symbol of a great star returning home, the stage. Not only was he visually captivating, but Taehyung also showed his warm side throughout the concert. Several times he greeted the audience with a wide smile and bowed respectfully to all sides of the stadium. During talking segments, ARMY's cheers for him sounded so dominant that he blushed and laughed softly. That simple reaction only made fans adore him even more. Despite his status as a global superstar, Taehyung still displayed the humility that so many people have always loved. Taehyung's wholehearted performance as a musician could be felt throughout the night. He was not simply fulfilling a concert schedule. There was gratitude, longing, and happiness clearly shining through every song he performed. Many fans felt his expressions that night were deeply sincere, as though he had missed ARMY just as much and longed to reunite in a grand concert atmosphere like this. For BTS, the opening concert in Tampa was certainly an important first step in launching their major world tour. But for many people, that night also became proof that Taehyung continues to grow into a world-class performer with an increasingly strong identity. He was able to appear elegant, emotional, energetic, and authentic all at once. Not every artist possesses that kind of ability. Raymond James Stadium that night became a witness to how thousands of people sang together, cried together, and cheered together because of one unforgettable performance. From the upper stands to the front floor area, the audience's energy never dropped. Every time Taehyung appeared on screen, the crowd exploded again, as if it were the opening moment all over again. It became undeniable proof that his appeal remains extraordinary and that his bond with ARMY is as strong as ever. After the concert ended, many fans stayed around the stadium while discussing Taehyung's performance. Some replayed their recorded videos, some cried tears of happiness, and others kept shouting his name with wide smiles. For them, that night was not just a concert. It was a moment that would be remembered for a long time as the night Taehyung shone brilliantly in the Tampa sky. If the tour opening alone was already this spectacular, then the next cities clearly have a very high standard to live up to. But one thing is certain, Taehyung left a powerful mark from the very first night. With mature vocals, stunning visuals, natural charisma, and a heart fully present for his fans. He succeeded in making the opening concert of the ARIRANG World Tour 2026 feel incredibly special. Tampa may have been the concert location that night, but the center of gravity on stage was clearly focused on Kim Taehyung. And when the stadium lights went dark and the cheers slowly faded, one impression remained in everyone's mind. Taehyung did not just perform brilliantly through his music. He made thousands of people feel at home,